Good morning, video games. Welcome to Filthy Casuals, a podcast about video games, hosted by two very kind and extremely knowledgeable boys. We're back for 2026. Thank you for joining us for our first episode of the year. My name is Tommy Daslow, and joining me on the casting couch as always.
That's right. Every week, we don't show it, but every week I have to prove my worth to the show.
Yeah. You have to show me that you're a good girl, worthy of being allowed on the mic.
Yeah. And I've done that once again. Ben Vanel here, excited for this year. There's a bunch of crazy shit coming out.
Oh, yeah.
Including one of the biggest games of all time, we expect.
Will it get delayed again?
Yes.
Yeah? You're calling it now?
I'm calling it now.
All right. Well, I reckon we can just wrap this up 55 seconds in.
Yeah, sounds good. See you next week. No, I don't know. I mean, they pushed it twice already. I don't know if they... I mean, they've got the money, but maybe they don't have the shareholders down at Rockstar are like,
True.
Fucking get this shit out there.
I was going to go back and listen to 2025's preview episode because we did that with a lot of, this is the year GTA 6 finally comes out. So I guess we're just going to have the exact same conversation again.
Yes.
A year later.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen some more stuff. There was like were the leaks last year?
Leaks were 24, I think.
Well, okay.
There's been a few different leaks, but yeah.
There's been a trailer.
There's been proper trailers at least.
There's been a couple of trailers.
Yeah. We know we have some like on the record footage of what the game looks like.
Which it does look fucking awesome and really excited for it. I can't imagine they delay it again. But we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll be eating those words in 12 months' time.
Yeah, but you've very thoughtfully put together a little list of things that you and you alone are interested in.
That's right.
And then some stuff at the end that is not really dated yet.
Yeah.
Should we?
Let's look ahead.
Should we look ahead?
Yeah, let's do it. We'll see again. We'll intend to look back on this episode in a year's time, and we won't do it. But let's put it all out there now. There will, of course, be dozens of indie games that aren't on this list.
Yes.
That maybe have been revealed. There's some stuff we would have played at Steam Next Fest sort of times with demos and stuff. But these are the things that sort of on all the big, the big mastheads.
Yep.
They're listing these as, the major games coming up for the year.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think this is the case a lot of years, but especially true this year. We just did our Game of the Year episodes, and I think everything apart from like 2 or 3 games on my list was stuff that we didn't even know existed.
Yes.
At the beginning of the year.
Yes, that's right. Certainly, like my number one game, Blueprints, I didn't know about that at all.
Yeah.
It just came out of nowhere.
All of the Nintendo stuff.
All of the
under
Nintendo
wraps
stuff,
until about like April. So
and maybe in Feb. I think Xbox are doing a direct in January. Probably wouldn't have happened yet, but again, we could be getting kind of scooped by a big announcement about some kind of new hardware or a shift to their, the way they're approaching games. But they are revealing, I think, a bunch of brand new kind of big titles. So there will be stuff that's first party, big AAA, sort of
it's exciting to think that we could be sitting here in a year's time talking about the makers of a lot of these games that will have come out over the course of the year and how the studios have since been closed down.
Yes, that'll be great. That'll be very exciting. It has already become kind of a recurring thing, a recap on the end of year shows.
Less studios meaning less games, meaning less work for us, honestly.
Yeah, that's true.
If we could just get these episodes down to a lean 3 minutes a week because there's just no new product to talk about.
No, it's like 3 minutes recapping the layoffs, and then it's like, well,
that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Done. We'll also be doing a sort of, or we would have done by now, our bonus episode recap and look ahead.
Yes,
which has a lot of material in it. Maybe we just have to pivot to doing 3 minutes on the regular show, and the bonus episodes are like 2-3 hours a week.
Yeah. We're still in the middle of a bit of a prime spot with television and film-based media.
Yes.
But that won't last for long. Once Netflix have their way.
That's true.
No films are coming out anymore in the cinemas.
Fuck, we might only have 6 more months of the podcast. We'll have to find someone else to do with that time.
We hitched our wagon to a very, very unwell horse
Yeah.
with a broken leg.
Yeah, God. But look, there is a bunch on the slate for 2026 video games wise. There's stuff that I'm very excited for, stuff that I'm kind of curious about as well. Can really go either way, but let's start hoeing through the stuff that has a date or a month at least.
Let's have a little hoedown.
All right. So we got January.
Yeah.
Traditionally the first month of the year.
And look, I know that by the time people are hearing this, it is currently January.
Yeah.
We, at the time of recording, it's not yet January. As far as we know, at the time of recording, it is still projected to be the first month of the year.
That's correct.
That may have changed by the time people are hearing this.
Yes. Maybe Microsoft will decide to cancel January.
That's what they're going to announce in that direct.
The rest of the month.
This month that
done.
we're currently in,
Yeah.
it's gone.
It didn't exist and it won't exist.
Yep, it was a mass delusion.
Yes. But there is some stuff, pending the existence of January. Something that was just revealed at the Game Awards, High Guard.
Yeah.
Which is, I think it was player versus player. Hero shooter / melee kind of game.
Yep.
That mixture of, guns and fantasy. But that is, it's dropping quite soon.
Yep.
At the expense of Titanfall 3 or anything else from Respawn that we might want to see.
That was the big rumor for a long time, or it's certainly a thing that I think people want so much.
Yeah.
Kind of like Half-Life 3, right?
Yeah.
People want it so badly that they convince themselves that there's actual tangible rumors.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never played any of the Half-Life games, so I'm not really tapped into that world. But it does seem to me like people are cobbling together proof of its existence from basically nothing.
Yeah, like Valve is hiring some people. And
Yeah.
it's like, but they're making all these other like weird games in the background too. And it's,
I think that was people's big expectation for the Game Awards, right? That was going to be the big surprise. One more thing was going to be Half-Life 3. And then people get so deflated because they're like, if it hasn't been revealed here, then it must not exist.
Yes, and it probably doesn't. And, Valve are focused on the Steam machine.
Yep.
Having said that, revealing Half-Life 3 to coincide with the release of the Steam machine.
Yeah.
Oh, now I'm a conspiracy theorist.
And we're making it look like shit so that it can run on the Steam
That's
machine.
right. Yeah. It'll be
lower
optimized for the
NPC.
Steam Deck.
Yes.
So High Guard's coming out. We don't really have any interest in this kind of game.
Not our bag, baby.
No.
But,
I'm curious to see, because Apex Legends is like big ongoing success.
Yep.
Is this going to cannibalize that market? Are people going to have time for another one of these when they put in hundreds, thousands of hours into the other game from, this developer?
Yeah, it does feel like, are we starting to see, are there enough of these types of games out there? Everyone wants to get their own little piece of the pie.
Yep.
But between like Fortnite continuing to be incredibly popular and then the other satellite ones that are around that people also really enjoy, is there room for a new thing? 'Cause I feel like at this point you are having to, you're not getting like new players that have never engaged with any of that kind of thing before. You're trying to get people to hop off the thing that they're on and invest all their time in this. And I think there's just like enough, it feels like there's enough kind of different versions of that thing to suit most of the different tastes that are out there for this style of game.
Yeah, because you also have Overwatch 2.
Yeah.
For the Blizzard Activision crowd, and we saw Concord fail miserably.
Yes.
So maybe people are just attached to that platform that they're already on. But
we'll see.
They have the credibility of being the makers of one of the other good ones.
True.
So High Guard coming out early next year. Also, this game, I don't know if you remember seeing this game in some of the showcases. Mio, Memories in Orbit.
Yes, this does ring a bell.
So this is a...
Can you hear that?
No, I can't. I think I must be partially deaf.
I was doing it that like 38-year-old frequency that the ears start to tap out.
Yeah. Dogs have swarmed the room.
Yeah.
They're like, what's going on in here?
Yeah, very quiet, polite dogs.
Yes.
Letting us record.
But yeah, this is a Metroidvania kind of puzzle platformer game, but it has that like watercolor art style.
Yeah.
Really, really beautiful looking game. And we both talked recently about how we loved everything about Silksong, but the difficulty just gated us at a certain point. And as much as that was beautiful to look at, great sound design and music, I would love a similar kind of game that I can actually play.
I'm ready. I feel like I got pretty worn out on them at a certain point, but I am ready to sink my teeth into a good new banger Metroidvania. Just a classic.
Yeah.
Early on, seeing a thing that's just up a bit too high, and I'm like, all right, there's a double jump in my future.
Yes.
There's a grappling hook in my future.
Yes. And so, yeah, this looks great. I didn't write down any of the developer details, but it could well come from a good pedigree. But it just looks really, really cool. So I'm keen for this one. Next one is something I just found out about this morning.
Okay.
By Googling. It is a city builder called Nova Roma.
Okay.
The kind of concept is, it's around the fall of Rome, and you're just a bunch of people who are like, let's go off and make a new Rome while the other one's disintegrating into ash. And kind of a classic city builder with, I think Caesar was the old franchise, which was actually set in Rome, but Zeus, the Greek one, I really loved, where it's like, you're building a city, but you're getting visited by the gods. You've got to build temples. You got to make the gods happy as well. They can do little bonuses, or they can attack you. So I just figure, I'm going to play this.
This, it's crazy to me that this wasn't already on your radar.
Yeah,
before this morning. This is a board game as well. Is this an adaptation?
I guess it must be, or does it just have the same name? We'll never know.
I'm doing my best, I'll tell you that much right now.
I wonder if it is an adaptation of the board game. Let's see. It's not mentioning it.
Yeah, okay.
It is just a good name.
Yeah.
The next game on the list is something that we have heard about before. Can. So this is the mountain climbing game.
Yep.
It's apparently a bit more like realistic and sim-ish than Jusant, which was the game that I loved and played all the way through.
Yep.
Which was a little bit more like a vertical puzzle game, I guess, with a bit of nice environmental storytelling. But this looks cool. I haven't played the previous games by these guys, Fury or Haven. But it looks awesome. And then, this was interesting. Music and sound design by the team behind Limbo, Inside, Control, and Cocoon.
Yeah, great.
And of course, art and story by the renowned comic book artist Matthew Bablett. Have you heard of Matthew Bablett?
Haven't heard of Matthew Bablett now, but I'm looking him up, and he looks how you would expect him to look.
But I'm keen for this one. I really liked.
It looks beautiful.
I liked Jusant.
A good rock climbing game. It's funny that it's such a old school thing to be into.
Yes, yeah.
And it's only feels like quite recently there's been this real glut of rock climbing exploration based games. It's such a key part of things like, I guess, not specifically rock climbing, but your Assassin's Creeds and your Breath of the Wilds, and your managing your stamina and the satisfaction of just those quiet moments, and even just an Uncharted, the bits where you're just crawling up a wall and it's very linear, and for some reason someone has come along and just painted a bunch of white lines on all the bits of the wall that are easiest to grab onto. Yeah. It's
they really chalked their hands up, I guess.
Yeah. It's funny, I've been playing the beginning of Tomb Raider from 2013.
I was about to,
and that's got heaps of it, and it's who did this?
Yeah. This is a deserted island with a tribe of cannibal. But this looks awesome. I think, visually it looks really cool as well.
Yep.
And it's been kind of popping up in a bunch of showcases over the past 12 months. And those were my games of January.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to playing Can in particular.
Yes.
I think is the main one.
Yeah. I reckon Mio Memories in Orbit is going to grab you.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, we're off to a good start of the year.
That's right.
I feel like the big risk is that I'm sorry, as we're talking, I'm also going on to Google and quickly doing Google image search, because that's the easiest way to just see a bunch of what the game looks like and get it in your head. And for the second time in a row that I've done that today, it's also a board game.
Fucking hell.
It's also a board game.
Yeah. Jesus.
Yeah, I feel like January, you're always excited when it's the first, like, big one of the year where you're, like, pumped to get stuck into. But as we talk about a lot, it does suffer at the end of the year a little bit when you're like, it kind of drifts from the memory quite quickly.
Yeah, and none of these, apart from Highguard, are really AAA, top line games.
Yep.
Highguard will benefit from, if it's successful, it is an ongoing multiplayer game, so that could stay in the memory. But also just for us having things to play, I feel like we got a few good ones here.
Yeah.
And then, potentially that Xbox Direct will have a fair bit to talk about. But it is usually not until February that people start bringing out, the big swings. My favourite part of the playground, the big swing.
The big swing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that little one that's made for babies. It's got the little leg holes in it.
It's like a little diaper.
Yeah, you try and squeeze yourself into that.
Yeah.
It hurts.
Yep.
You look weird.
Yes. Your swinging leverage is all off as well because it's kind of like this weird sort of, terrible.
And even if it is a regular seat, then you're having to do that thing where you like tuck your legs under as you get closer to the ground.
Yeah. I want to be on the one for big boys.
I want to go on a swing now that we're I'm thinking about having not been on a swing for a very long time.
Yeah.
And how much of a fucking great feeling it is.
It's so good. You just feel so free of all the world's troubles. Have you ever done a giant swing?
No.
I did it at a Year 7 orientation camp. Fucking scary.
Okay.
You attach a little harness and all that stuff. This one wasn't off the edge of a cliff because we were 13 or 12. But it was one where, it's like a big sort of, what do you call that? A big A-frame high up in the air. And the swing's attached to that, but it has sort of like the counter swing. And they winch you up bit by bit until you're really high up in the air. And then you pull the ripcord and you go, ah!
Yeah, that sounds terrifying.
It was really scary.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm meeting all these people, these other kids for the first time.
Yeah. And now I've pissed my little pants.
Yeah. I feel like one guy did suffer from being like, he was too scared to do it.
Yeah.
And they had to winch him back down again. And it's like, man, you've ruined your entire life.
Yeah. All the stuff that your parents tell you at that age, like, hey, there's no shame in being scared or whatever. It's all wrong.
Yeah.
Yes, there is.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with being different, you know.
Yes, in the real world, that's all true.
Yes.
But even then, I would say, not really.
No.
There's nothing wrong with being different. Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
And in fact, you'll spend most of your entire adult life trying to appear as undifferent as possible.
That's right. But nevertheless, I do love a big swing. I have good memories because I handled the swing wonderfully well.
Yeah. You handled it well enough that you could then afford to bully all the kids who were scared of it.
Brother, you know it.
And that's what life's all about.
Exactly. Just getting leverage over other people.
Yeah. Speaking of facing your fears head on, I'm always afraid to admit to people that I've never played Deus Ex.
Yes. That makes you different.
That makes me different. Yeah, that makes me a blue-haired bisexual.
But as we all know, there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
And you will finally be able to fill in that gap in your video games history by playing Deus Ex Remastered.
Yes, I shall.
It's not a remake. Like, they haven't fully changed, they haven't changed gameplay.
They haven't gone really back under the hood.
No.
This is a coat of paint.
Exactly.
We're not allowed inside the house.
No,
we don't think we've pulled up any floorboards.
No. This is Robert De Niro's character from The Irishman.
Yeah.
He paints houses.
Yeah. In fact, you have to wonder if the people owning the house have even, if they even know that this is happening. If they even know that the paint job is happening.
Yeah, they could be sitting in their living room with the curtains down.
Yeah.
Having sex.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah. I don't even care about the paint.
Get that painter in here.
But
I got some back walls you can lather up.
Did you bring the roller? Or are you going to have to hose me out first? Oh. What a start to the year.
How's 2026 treating you so far? Yeah, not bad. We got this guy around to paint that house. We had the blinds drawn. We were having sex in the living room.
Yeah.
And then the wildest thing happened. The painter came in and started fucking my wife. And I was loving it. Tell you what, it's a fucking high bar for the rest of the year to clear.
Yeah, I I don't even want to talk about video games, quite frankly.
Right, you're okay with that? Yeah, I mean, the only bad thing is we've only got a half-painted house now.
Oh, God. People are going to know that we got absolutely...
yeah.
We got a fuck thrown into us.
Anytime you drive past a house that's only half-painted,
Yeah.
you go, I know what's happened there.
Yeah.
The painter went inside
Yeah.
and started fucking the couple that live in there.
They got the Irishman. They got the Irishman.
Important context that I think people might be interested in. This is the first thing we're recording on this specific day.
That's right.
You
yeah.
might be hearing this and thinking like, oh, I see what's happened
They've
here.
gone fucking
The
loopy.
wheels have fallen off.
Yeah.
This is like number 5 for the day. It's like 8 p.m.
No, it's just after lunchtime.
Yep.
It's the first thing. It's the first cab off the rank.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this looks fine. Like I looked at some side by sides of the graphical upgrade, and like, I think it's for you. It's for people who never played this.
Do you think it is going to be one of those things where if it's only a little visual upgrade, the real like warts and all presentation. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I did have that thing with Metal Gear Solid Delta where I was a bit like, oh, it looks better. But they didn't fix the loading screens between areas.
There's those couple of little bits that really betray what's actually happening. Yeah, whereas like a Resident Evil 4 is like, even if you have played that original game, it's so different.
It's a brand new game,
It's a brand new game, and it feels like completely modern. And
Yeah, so I'm not sure. It was a pretty innovative game at the time, and I feel like you don't quite see as many of those kind of games. The first-person shooter, quote-unquote, that also is like the RPG with the multiple, options of completing missions. It became just like Far Cry, like open world kind of thing.
Yeah.
Whereas this is much more focused, and the story is much more interesting than a lot of those other ones. So maybe it'll be good enough for a newbie.
All right, I'm looking forward to seeing how it's received and what the consensus is.
Yeah.
Well, another, I guess this is probably more in the vein of a bit more of a remake.
It looks like,
but
it does look like it.
There's already, I feel like we'd gotten to a pretty good, I'm talking about Dragon Quest VII Reimagined.
Yes.
Which is very funny because we'd gotten to a point where I feel like we'd started to really get a little quite concise with the language around remaster, remake.
Yeah.
People kind of know what they're in for in like both of those categories, and they both carry with them a set of expectations that feel like they're being sort of adhered to.
Yeah.
And then Square come along and go, what about reimagined?
Yeah.
And it's like, well, this is a whole new fucking, what does that mean?
What is that? And I think it means almost remade.
It's not the same. It's not like one of those things where it's like the same engine and better graphics.
No.
It is like it's redone.
Yeah.
But how much quality of life stuff and all the rest of it have they done?
Because
it's like pacing, it's story-wise stuff.
It's still, as far as I know, like an isometric, almost like chibi character, or just like smaller character representation on screen. But then it's not just a HD 2D. It's like the areas have been rebuilt in 3D and all of that.
Because those
stuff.
HD 2D ones are, they are the exact same game, for better or worse. I'm just looking up. I think it is a significant overhaul.
Yeah,
I believe.
I watched the trailer for it this morning, and it looks like a significant overhaul. Whether they've changed stuff like combat and things like that, I'm not sure, but it looks significant enough. Like, it looks quite modern and quite interesting. Like, if this was a brand new game like of this type, it would be. I'd be interested in it. It looks cool. And I never played this, so I probably will be dipping in on this one.
Yeah,
apparently, 3 and 4 HD 2D are fantastic as well.
Yeah. Square have said they've significantly streamlined the story. I think the original, I'm just reading here, is like a 100 plus hours. And then this is, people are speculating maybe this is more in the 50, 60 hours.
Yeah.
I mean, these games are really long.
Yes.
But yeah, I've only sunk a significant amount of time into 12. Is that the last one? And enjoyed it. Enjoyed it a lot. Never finished it because, again, it just like the story's really clipping along, and then you get to this point where all this other stuff happens, and it just gets to this point where you're like, how much game is there in this?
Yeah.
And they are great. The style of them is great. Obviously, the great Akira Toriyama doing all the character design. They are very like, I really respect the way they've not really changed all that much.
Right.
Like mechanically speaking, they are very classic, traditional JRPG combat.
Yeah.
There's no like, there's not the moves of like, Octopath has the like break system, and most new ones that come along introduce some little...
The timing, like the quick time
some
thing.
little wrinkle to it or something. It's straight up is just like, pick your attack, then you get hit,
Yeah.
then you learn new attacks over time.
Yep.
And there is something really nice about that. The stories are like fun in a very comic booky way. And I think I sort of struggled to get into the HD 2D version of 3. It's just
Right.
like, it really shows its age. And so I think it's funny that they've put out 1, 2, and 3 just kind of the HD 2D versions, but the actual games themselves are the same.
Yeah, yeah.
And then by the time they get to 7, you would think they'd be a little more like modernized, and that's the one that they're choosing to like completely redo.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm pumped for this.
Yeah, me too. I've never really put a lot of time into any of them. I think 11 also came out during the time we've been doing this show.
Yep.
And I think that was the one maybe I gave a bit of a go of. And also Dragon Quest Builders.
Yep.
Which I really enjoyed. But yeah, I reckon I'll give it this a little tickle.
Yeah. Neo 3.
Yeah, I'm still not a full Neo convert. I love the FromSoft games, but the Team Ninja ones, they're so familiar in some ways, which made them feel a bit derivative to me.
Yep.
And then the ways they're different, I just didn't quite vibe with.
Yep.
But there's always the chance that 3 will be the one that sucks me off.
The magic number.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And yeah, this is going to be a big game. This is going to be a notable game. I feel like this is something that, if they iterate on their previous ones well enough, this is going to be something that, is probably going to be in end of year awards contentions. But we'll wait and see what the response is.
Yeah. We've also got a new Yakuza entry, or a Yakuza Kiwami entry.
Yeah, they're doing 3, but then Dark Ties is a brand new sort of like chapter game attached to it as well. A whole like side story with one of the characters from 3 that is all new, all in modern style, modern visuals. So I mean, we love this franchise. I never played 3 at all. I don't think. I basically played 0, 6, and then all the new ones.
Yep.
So, I do think it's smart that they've attached this whole new bunch of gameplay, bunch of story.
Yeah,
Because I'll probably give it a crack.
Yeah. I feel like I'm kind of at my limit with Yakuza games.
Yep.
Especially when they start... I like the new ones, but when they start in any year, you get a new one, and then you get like a spin-off of that new one.
Yeah.
And then you get like a re-release of an old one.
Yep.
And they are all in the beginning stages, quite similar.
Yeah.
You're doing a lot of the same stuff. They're very drawn out, and I just kind of end up being a bit at capacity and going,
Yeah. I didn't even finish Infinite Wealth, I don't think.
No, me either.
Yeah.
I started playing Zero. Zero is the one that came out on the Switch at release. The Switch 2 at release, right? Yeah. I've been...
Yeah, the prequel
that
was made, after, I think, 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was chipping away at that.
Which
and
I
enjoying
love
it,
that
but
one.
Yeah,
That's
it's good.
the one that got me into the franchise.
Yeah.
Like, great story. Which is funny, like, I had zero context for all of the stuff happening in it. Whereas everyone who played it when it came out, who was a fan, was like, "Oh, that's how like Majima got into the fucking."
It's funny. It kind of it is. Yeah, it's meant to be consumed in that way, but it does also make it a great starting off point because there's no like,
Yeah.
Then we've got Mario Tennis Fever.
Yeah,
It is funny to me. Not that this is deliberate in any way, but it is funny to me that this will be coming out not long after the Australian Open wraps
Oh
up.
yeah,
Just to really fill that tennis void.
Yes. First Nintendo first party release of the year. We talked about this kind of when it was announced that Aces was fine, but didn't hugely scratch the itch. Same with the golf game of that year. But hey, I love tennis.
Yep.
I love Mario tennis games. I'm definitely playing this.
My dream for this, and we've talked about this before, but I feel like with a lot of the sports games, the Mario sports games, they're always trying to like add some freaky new shit in there,
Yes.
some weird mechanic that I don't think... I think Aces was the best version of it, but I still could have done with it and would just rather have a tennis game with the Mario characters that is mechanically tuned to the level of like a Mario Kart. That
Yes.
just feels fucking fun to play.
Yeah.
And that you can have... Because Lauren loves watching the tennis. My dream for this would be that it's as easy to pick up and fuck around with as Mario Kart.
Yeah.
And not have to be like... Oh yeah, there's this like gauge that you fill up, and then there's this,
Yeah.
and this has an element of that. This has like each racket has like a special shot,
Yes.
which is fine. I think that from the looks of it, this does feel like maybe the most backed off version of it they've done.
Yeah.
It's when the special shit just really interrupts the flow of play and doesn't really add any strategy or fun to it that it is hampered by the different things that they add into each one. But
Yeah,
this,
because I went back and played Aces,
Yeah.
I think around the announcement of FIFA, because I was like, oh, I do like these games. And then when it tends to be when you're playing, you know, against a boss character in that story mode
Yep.
or, you know, the final character in a tournament, all it is you've both had your gauges built up and you're just waiting for them to do a big, aimed smash move.
Yep.
And you're using your gauge to block it.
Yep.
And then there's like a couple more strokes in the rally and then it's like the same thing. It's just, you're not playing tennis.
Yeah.
You're just waiting to do a special move. And
it's a neat idea, but it just does feel like exactly what you say. It doesn't mean that it feels like a fun, unique tennis experience.
Right.
Or like what you would want from like a Mario version of tennis. Like this one feels like it's got a bit more of like the different rackets and what they bring to the games feels a bit more like they're like Mario Kart power-ups, which is like, if you're going to have that stuff in there, that's kind of like what it should be, like some banana peels on the court and stuff like that, not like some crazy cutscene that plays that just like interrupts the flow of play. So I'm pumped about this. The story mode in the last one didn't quite get there for me. This one seems very silly. Maybe that's in a good way. We'll see. But I'm optimistic. And in that same week, I think we're getting the Virtual Boy games on the Switch Online. And yes, I will be buying the big plastic. I think it comes out right before I go to Perth for the Fringe. So I'll be buying it and bringing it with me so that I can review it for the podcast.
Awesome. Yeah. Incredible. The best way to have to experience that in Perth. Well,
yes.
I mean, at least you can pretend you're not in Perth. Next game on the list, I played the demo for this, Reanimal.
Yeah.
From the makers of Little Nightmares. Nightmare 1 and 2. Awesome visuals, great atmosphere, really, really creepy. And then, just those cool environmental puzzles.
Yeah, you were fucking raving about this.
I loved it. I just loved the presentation. I enjoyed the gameplay of the Little Nightmares games, but there was something that... I liked the presentation of those, but this one, it's just a bit elevated for me. It's more... It's creepier. It's more reminiscent of something like Limbo or Inside. Really excited for this.
Cool.
Got a fucking good February coming up.
Yeah, I'm pumped to play it too. Well, hey, you've said we've got a good February coming up, and that's before we've even gotten to the biggest game of the month.
Yes.
One of the biggest games of the year, certainly. Resident Evil 9.
Yes.
As I was saying the other week, I've not been paying a ton of attention to the trailers because I know I'm going to play it.
Yep.
I'm ready to go in cold. I think it's sick that Leon is in there and that they've said that it's going to be like a split sort of gameplay style, one more horror and survival focused, one more action focused.
Yeah.
And that's such a great way of like merging together the two sort of directions that they've gone in with Resident Evil over the years, and they do one for a bit, then they pivot back. Seeing them both in the same game, I think will be potentially really, really fun.
Yeah. And this one is entirely third person as well.
Yeah.
I think, because I wouldn't mind if it was horror survival first person, action third person, but...
what would a second person view in a game be?
Oh, man, I feel like I've looked up what this would be, and it doesn't make any sense.
Like the view over the shoulder. Why is that third person? Shouldn't that be second person?
Yeah.
Because if I'm standing right behind you, and that is mirroring what the view in a video game would be.
Yes.
You're the first person, and
Yes.
then I'm the second person.
Yeah, but when you're talking about third-person perspective in writing as well, that is a detached narrator describing what you're doing, which very well could be, the camera behind Leon, which we do call third person.
Yeah.
Leon ran forwards through the town as zombies chased him.
Yeah.
That's third person. So what is second person?
Yeah.
Write in if you know.
Please. It's the painter.
Oh, yeah.
It's the painter. It's playing the game from the perspective of the painter who fucked your wife.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. But yeah, this looks fucking awesome. Like you said, I have watched the trailers maybe once each. I haven't, been obsessing over how this looks because I'm going to play it.
Yep.
Love the previous games.
Very excited. Excited to draw the blinds and get absolutely fucking spooked.
Get absolutely splattered by the man with the big brush. But yeah.
That guy in number 2, what's his name? Mr. X? Is that his name? The fucking big scary man?
Yeah. He's the painter?
Yeah, he's just a big painter. You just hear the sound of the roller on the ground. You're like, no! Get my wife into the safe room.
Oh, yes.
Okay, now we're in March.
My favourite month of the year.
Boy, the year is just racing by, isn't it?
It truly is. Big game for me. Slay the Spire 2.
Yeah.
You would have tried Slay the Spire 1?
Yeah, I came to it very late. I tried it off the back of... I'm trying to remember what I was playing and liking that someone...
Probably Inscription, right?
It might have been.
I think it was the one for me as well that got me into the idea of the deck building
builder. Yeah, good
roguelike.
point.
Yeah.
I think you're right. It might have been that.
Yeah.
And it just, I don't know. I think maybe I just came to it a bit late. I'd sort of liked, I just didn't spend enough time with it for it to really get its hooks into me.
Right.
But maybe this, starting, getting in on the ground floor as everyone else is playing it.
Yeah.
Might be the key.
I think this one has a bit more going on in terms of like story. A lot of the screenshots are like kind of cutscene stuff, like great illustration. But yeah, for me, it really hooked me in. It got me, as with something like Ball Pit, where it's like, yeah, I just need to have another run. I just need to have another go. And you are upgrading stuff, unlocking characters, like very similar sort of framework to that. But yeah, I've played a lot of the first one, and as much as it's like how much can you change a deck builder game, where it's like you're going from one node on the map to the next and collecting cards. I'm keen to play more of Slay the Spire.
Fuck yeah.
This next one, Crimson Desert. This is I can't remember who is developing this. It might be a Korean developer, but this is a big fantasy role-playing game with like very realistic looking environments and characters. Has featured in a couple of showcases we watched in the past year or so. And yeah, I'm just curious. I never really got into Kingdom Come Deliverance 1 or 2, but a slightly more realistic looking kind of fantasy RPG.
This looks beautiful.
Yeah, could be up my alley. And yeah, fuck, like the visuals are spectacular.
And it's also the first game today that I've looked up on Google Images that's not also a board game. So that's something.
Yeah, that's a point in its favour. The first couple of months it was a lot of sequels, remasters, and board game adaptations.
Yeah.
But this one, I'll probably be kind of waiting on the response for it because it's not something that is coming from a proven developer, I don't think, or at least something that I've liked before. But yeah, something to look out for. The next game, though, is something that we are both very aware of.
Yeah, I feel like I've been following this one for ages.
Yeah, I kind of thought it was out already, if I'm honest.
Yeah, Mouse PI for Hire. I think, I'm trying to remember how I think maybe I saw it on like an Instagram reel or something, like honestly about 2 years ago when it was in like a very, very, very early state.
Yeah.
There was like a developer sharing some pretty rough looking stuff of it. Not rough, I mean in the sense that it like the idea of it was there, but I just mean since then they've really like fleshed it out a lot more.
Yes.
And shared it in what was clearly a very much work in progress.
Very conceptual phase almost.
I guess they really just wanted people to... It's a good way to, get yourself a bit of groundswell when the game comes out, have people feel like a real attachment to it, like they've been following it all this time. Because
it has such a distinct art style and visual style. I think the same thing happened with me, or maybe you just sent me that reel, because that is how I remember seeing it for the first time as well.
So it's a first-person shooter, and it's set in a like 1920s like rubber hose style cartoon, so like a Fleischer, Merry Melodies kind of thing.
Yeah, full grayscale as well.
Yep.
Which we remarked on, like Cuphead has made that style, has made it have a resurgence of a sort. But this, I think the approach is completely different. And, I fucking love a detective story.
And it was at a show recently. I think people had some hands-on stuff with it, or I read some big preview on it, and just seeing, or like a new trailer or something, and just seeing the kind of stuff that's in there and how they've built it out, because it did look quite simplistic when they first started showing it.
It almost looked like a Doom skin.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. And I was like, oh, that's a cool idea. It sort of seems like maybe it's just going to be a neat little one person made this kind of thing.
Right.
And then now, they've fleshed it out to an extent where it looks like, it looks kind of like more how you would like imagine it looking in your mind's eye, rather than just like a more... literal representation of the idea if like one person had done it with limited resources. So it's impressive to see how much it's come along and come to life. And I'm pumped to play it.
I'm
it
curious.
Fucking great.
I'm curious how that process went along. If it was initially a couple of people, they started releasing these, concept screenshots and things like that. And because it's been a while since we first heard about it. Potentially they did get more investment and was allowed to expand in that way. But, very keen for it. We'll play it early next year. Mm-hmm. As will we play. Saros, the new game from the makers of Returnal.
Yeah.
Essentially Returnal 2 in all but name.
Yep.
Looks fucking awesome.
Just got a new trailer at the Game Awards.
Yes.
Looking great. Seems like it's got some stuff in it to make it a little more forgiving than Returnal, which was... if people had a gripe with it, it was that. Yep. So if it's a little more to people's tastes in that way, then this could be massive, because it felt like Returnal people liked. It was also... Was it a launch game for the PS5 or a very early game?
I think it was a launch game, yeah.
So, and the PS5 was very hard to get for a long time, so it felt like maybe... Returnal kind of felt like it came and went a little bit. And if you got a PS5 day one, you got it, because it was one of the few games, at launch you're generally going to get what is available.
Yeah.
But it doesn't feel like it had too much of a long tail to it. The
people
that played it were really into it, but it was like... That felt like it was a pretty small volume of people at the time.
Yeah, because it really did suffer from that lack of availability, because like it used the haptic triggers on the new DualSense really well. Probably the best aside from Astrobot of anything that's been on the PS5. Like it added to the immersion. You were feeling like raindrops. Fucking, when your weapon would recharge, it would give you a little vibration and a little sound effect.
That. I love the little sounds of the guns reloading.
So
and all
good.
That stuff from the controller.
That is the intelligent use of that stuff, where it helps you play the game.
Yeah.
In ways that are almost like subconscious. You're not having to think about like, well, how much fucking ammo do I have? Because it would have that like quick reload thing at a certain point.
Yep.
So I think if this is a bit more accessible, it still has all that really cool art style, and I'm excited to play George Soros, the game.
I'm also excited to play 007 First Light.
Yes!
We talked a lot about Hitman, the Hitman series, on a recent Special Zone edition of the bonus episodes. And this is, of course, the same team. Very Hitman flavored, but with a few new tricks up their sleeve.
Yeah, and of course, one of the boss characters is played by Lenny Kravitz.
Yes, yes.
for all the Krav heads out there.
Yeah.
This looks fucking great. There was that like extended gameplay video that they put out a month or so ago. yeah, this looks fucking awesome. Can't wait for this.
I think it'll be interesting. Like, obviously, there's so much of what they do with Hitman that aligns with what you would do in a James Bond game. So they're really in their element there. But I think there's also going to be enough new stuff that they have to do as a team that it'll be interesting to see how they do. Like, even in the trailer, you see there's like car chase kind of stuff, which has not been in their games before.
And, you know, specifically when we did the Hitman Special Zone, what stuck out to us was the lack of an actually interesting story.
Yep.
Really, like, Hitman himself is barely a character.
Yep.
So them having to lean really heavily into storytelling, strong characterization.
Yep.
Like, you can't play a James Bond game where James Bond is not interesting. Like, it's so crucial.
And also, the Hitman games are all they build a level for you to have fun in, and they don't have to worry about how those levels all connect. They can just be like, all right, you're home now, and then tomorrow you got to go off to Berlin.
Yeah,
they don't have to think about the links between those areas. And
very true. Yeah,
they are just able to like build a big mansion and flesh it out with stuff. And
these disconnected sandboxes, which themselves are so well crafted. But a lot of potential hiccups, or you know, maybe they've got to grips with it, they've learnt, and they will keep making these kind of different narrative games that I'm very excited for this one.
And then jumping forward to November, we have the first of probably about 4 or 5 generations worth of releases of Grand Theft Auto 6.
Yes.
I would imagine that we will be playing this game on the PlayStation 6 eventually, probably the PlayStation 7 as well.
Absolutely.
If history has shown us anything about Rockstar's approach to these games.
We'll be playing it on the Neuralink chip that gets put into our heads in a few years' time. But like we were saying at the start of this episode, assuming it doesn't get delayed again, which is a bold assumption, this could well be the gaming event of the year. It's kind of the cultural event of the year potentially as well. It just has such a huge reach now. Generations of people literally have played 5 and played the online, and it's such a big cultural touchstone that there will be delays due to production issues, but I can imagine the sort of level of anxiety around.
Oh yeah,
we've got to get this right, and it's going to be under such scrutiny.
What's what? So 5 was 2013, right?
Yes.
So that's 13. Isn't that crazy that if you had a kid the year, like you could have had a kid, you could have played a fuckload of GTA 5.
Yep.
Had a kid afterwards, and your kid is like. Yeah, school age.
They could be huge fans of GTA 5, love the online, play it a whole bunch after high school every day, and then 6 is just coming out now. Yeah. Insane.
Pretty nuts.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be... I'm almost more excited to see everything around it than I am. I'm looking forward to playing the actual game, but, this is the kind of thing where... We'll be seeing segments of Jimmy Fallon doing shit with this game on The Tonight Show.
Yes.
Like true cultural reach. It just like permeating every pocket of everything. Yeah. Like it felt like that for 5, and that was 13 years ago, and without 13 years of expectation and, from this being announced to... released is such a long time as well, and the delays and all of this stuff just kind of adds into the fever that we're going to get when this game comes out.
And then we got Red Dead Redemption 2 within that time as well, which was just incredible, such a good game. That only heightens the expectations. And then I just think the way that people in general interact with video games has changed so much over the last 13 years that there's probably going to be just more people than ever curious about this game.
Yep.
I imagine, we could see, speaking of Tonight Shows and stuff, potentially the voice actors for the main 2 characters are going to actually be part of the press tour, which is just something that you wouldn't have seen.
Yeah, that's a good point.
A decade ago.
They'd be, I could see them doing appearances and stuff. 100%.
Yeah. And like you say,
maybe they'll go and kill Tony. as part of the junket.
Oh, I hope so. At the end of the day, it's going to be an open world crime action game.
Yes.
Third person, maybe it'll be second person. We don't know yet.
Mm-hmm.
There's a limit to how surprising the game can be itself. So yeah, I think it is more the response, the culture surrounding it that's going to be of interest to us.
Right. I think the level of stuff they can do in an open world GTA game at this point, there's not, the things that Rockstar love to add in, like, the horse testicles are all different shapes, stuff like that that sound like very immersive and next gen on paper, but moment to moment don't really have any effect on how you play the game.
Yeah.
So it feels like the thing that they've got to really blow us all away with is the story, is the characterization and the world and the believability of the... Because, I mean, it again, it's like a big map and having missions. Really, it all boils down to you're driving from one spot to the next, you're shooting a bunch of stuff, and not to say that that's not fun, but it is all the flavor that's on top of it that is the way that people are going to really need this to fucking blow them away, and I think mechanically it's harder and harder to do that.
Yeah.
At the point that we're at with technology.
And specifically in their games before, it's like we've been able to fly jumbo jets and fighter jets and fucking helicopters and there's very little left in terms of what you can do in a kind of vehicle combat third-person action game, full stop.
Yeah.
But I do think that the story trailer they dropped with sort of the not necessarily horse testicles, but the level of detail in sort of the presentation, you know, the characterization, the facial animations, things like that. That can kind of, we've seen it with Naughty Dog games. That can elevate a story beyond just being a video game.
It feels like this could be the next step from potentially like Last of Us 2 in terms of the cinematic level that games can hit.
Yeah.
And where they're more of the even though they are blockbuster action games, the Last of Us games are probably more in the line of like a, indie drama film in terms of like tone and style.
Yeah, prestige HBO.
Yeah, this is the thoughtful, this is the thoughtful action blockbuster version of it. Or not thoughtful, but like the fun.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. This is the James Cameron film versus, the Christopher Nolan film, maybe.
Totally.
But yeah, fucking pumped for this. Can't wait for sort of the rollout of the press stuff. Gonna be very, very interesting. And then there's a whole bunch more games coming out next year that don't have a release date yet.
Yeah, we talked about Orbitals.
Yes.
The anime, very 80s style co-op platformer game set in space.
Yep.
Looks beautiful. Looks very fun. It's a Switch 2 exclusive, or I don't know if it's exclusive or timed exclusive, but that's where it's coming out first. Pumped for that. The Duskbloods is the big thing that I think a lot of people are interested to know more about.
Yeah.
It's so bizarre that FromSoft are making a Switch 2 exclusive game. It was in that initial reveal trailer at the start of the year, and I don't think it's been playable at like PAX or Gamescom or anything yet.
I don't think so, no. And yeah, the fact that it is a Switch 2 exclusive From Software game that is player versus enemy. It's not a single player narrative game at all. I don't know, because I just didn't get into Night Rain either. I think people did, and people enjoyed it, but it didn't have the impact that their classic standalone single-player campaign games have had. But there's a lot about this that's intriguing, not necessarily appealing to me.
Yeah. I'm just keen to see more of it. I mean, that's the other thing. I think there'll be a Nintendo Direct at some point in February, as there often is. There's a lot of stuff that's sort of up in the air for this year in terms of their releases. But presumably that would be a bit of a centerpiece of it.
Yes.
I don't know anything about this next game.
Yes, you do. It's the sequel to Control.
Oh, no, sorry, I jumped ahead. Control Resonant.
Oh, yeah. We just saw that. That was part of the Game Awards.
Yep.
You're playing as the brother of the main character in the original game. It looks like more of the same, but cooler and better.
Yep.
And you get to have a big hammer. Pumped for this.
Love the weird
Control.
way these guys do things. Such a unique tone to the worlds that they build.
Yep.
I gotta go back in on Control. I never finished it. I got a little bit of the way through back when it first came out, so I would need to start it all from the start. But it's a big blind spot for me. But this would be the good motivation.
Yeah, it's so good. I think they released some DLC and stuff for it that I never ended up playing, but I did finish the base game and it's fucking awesome. And yeah, pumped for this. I'm surprised you hadn't heard about this one. I mean, I hadn't either. This just came up in sort of my research this morning.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now on the website. Dragon Quest Smash/Grow.
Yeah.
It's a mobile roguelite RPG. And yeah, smash your way through hordes of monsters, then blow them away with Dragon Quest's signature coup de grace attacks. Grow your character with random blessings and adapt your battle strategy to match an ever-changing tactical situation.
That sounds fun to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good, fun phone game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Cool.
I'm learning about this now.
This game just got released. I'm learning about this for the first time right now.
Wow, everything's computer. Something I'm excited for that's not on your list, speaking of the Dragon Quest games, is what's it called? Pokemon Pokopia.
Oh, sure.
Because that is made by the Dragon Quest Builders team.
Right.
Which I already thought that game looked kind of cool, and I love those Dragon Quest Builders games, so it's gotten me even more excited for it. It's the weird-looking sort of, Minecrafty Pokemon thing where...
Stardew Valley, but with Pokemon,
You're a Ditto that's pretending to be a person.
Yes.
And you're getting little Pokemon to fucking do shit for you, like chop down trees and stuff.
Yeah.
It looks great. It looks like a really fun... Oh, at the start of the year too, there's that, beginning of Jan, there's that big Animal Crossing update coming for the Switch 2 that's going to have a whole bunch of new shit in it, which I think people are kind of speculating that there's going to be a lot more updates for it forthcoming.
Right.
I think I read something where a couple of outlets had like a hands-on with it and were asking them questions. There was basically something that hinted at the fact that there'll be... This won't just be like, we're chucking a little update out for the Switch 2.
Right.
That they're going to continue updating it.
Which makes you assume that there won't be a sequel for a fair while.
Exactly,
It'll be like New Leaf? New Leaf was this one? Well, no, Horizon? What was it?
What is this one called?
I don't know.
No one ever bothers with the subtitle for them because it's just the Animal Crossing.
I think New Leaf might have been the 3DS one.
New Leaf's the 3DS one. New Horizons?
I think New Horizons.
God damn it.
Zero Dawn?
Yeah.
I think. It sounds like, well, we're going to keep supporting this one for a few years at least.
Yep.
There's no real need to overhaul the mechanics or anything because what more can you do with it? If they're popping out this update, it's going to look nicer on the Switch, run better, and have a bunch more content. Then fuck yeah, I'll go in. I'll probably start a new save and make my island again.
I'll have to beg Lauren to make me the mayor again.
Yeah.
It is New Horizons.
Right.
Speaking of Horizons.
Yeah.
Forza.
Which I've
the
spelled...
The sixth one of them.
I've spelled with an S in Horizon.
Forza Horizon.
Horizon 6. I mean, I was never quite as big a fan of the Horizon games as you were, but I feel like it's been a while since, apart from a kart racing game, something about real cars that's actually got me in. I'd never really got into the last Gran Turismo game.
Yep.
Or just the last Forza game. I'm keen for this.
Well, and you're going to be racing around Japan, and that is fucking sick.
Yeah, that's true. I like Japan more than Mexico.
That is the best thing about these games is how they build out the environments.
Yeah.
And, I think that will be really cool.
I agree. I wonder if they'll still have the British announcers or maybe they should do some Japanese announcers.
Oh, hell yeah.
Or at least Japanese accents.
Yeah.
No.
Or at least let us know that the people doing the voice are doing the eyes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mario Wonder, the Switch 2 update, again,
Yeah.
is another one that is undated. I think they said spring.
Yeah.
They, very weirdly, in that little reveal trailer for it in the Direct, they showed off these weird little levels that are like kind of almost these little mini games.
Yeah.
Sort of seem like the thing that most people would not be that interested in. And then at the end, they're like, oh, we'll show you more soon. And there's also going to be new levels and characters and other stuff. It's like, oh, that's the thing to lead with.
Yeah. One of them had a fun little name, like the Maple Tree Story or something like that.
Yep.
Which I can't remember if that was the new levels or just the weird mini games. But yeah, cool. More content for Mario Wonder.
More
which
of that game.
we fucking loved.
Yeah. Star Wars Galactic Racer.
Yeah, this was just revealed at TGA 25. Love the pod racing games. This looks awesome.
Yeah.
Forza Horizon and Galactic Racer.
Yeah.
And I guess GTA 6 has lots of driving in it too. It's a great year for driving.
Bond.
James Bond.
I'll tell you what, there'll be, to my knowledge, no driving. Tomb Raider 1.
There might be a Jeep involved.
Oh, shit.
There might be. I don't know if
I
you
bet
actually
there's a
control
fucking
it,
Jeep.
but there's probably a Jeep.
But yeah, that just recently announced remake.
Yeah,
it is a remake.
Legacy of Atlantis, I think
Yeah.
it was called. Yeah,
the very
yes.
first one, and then there's a true sequel coming in 2027.
Yes.
But, this could be cool.
I'm excited for it. It just looks it looks so extremely different from that first one, which I really think is not playable these days. And yeah, you've been going into was it just called Tomb Raider, the first of the reboots? Yeah. But I love this series. Really fills the Uncharted gap.
Yeah.
Pumped to play this one.
Yeah. Halo for PS5 is coming out.
Man, yeah. Is it the end of Xbox? Is it just the beginning?
Will you dabble? I played a little bit of the ones that you can get on Game Pass, like the originals.
Yeah.
And thought they were fine.
Yeah, I think I did the same. I think I'd never actually played the campaign of the first one because I never had an Xbox. I just played the multiplayer at friends' houses and was like, this is okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is like, I think this is the proper campaign evolved. So they've fully redone that single player mode in kind of contemporary graphics, controls, all that shit. I'll play this. I'm curious to see how it plays.
Big Walk.
So this is the next game from House, who did Untitled Goose Game.
Yes.
Which I am shocked still isn't out because it was announced at least a year ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is the one that's kind of set in Australian, environments. Kind of like, I think it's photo, like actual
That's
representation.
right. And then the characters are very like, they look like real kids' TV.
Yes.
Like little puppety kind of things.
Yeah, and I think this is like a co-op only game from memory. It's this, making your way through the environment, kind of puzzles and weird things, playing those, fun little wiggly guys, kind of Gumby-esque.
Yeah.
Very curious for this. Loved Goose Game.
Yep.
Very curious to see what this actually is.
And then Fable.
Yeah, so this is apparently dated for 2026.
Right.
And presumably we'll get more shown at this upcoming showcase.
Mm-hmm.
But it's already been delayed. I don't know if Microsoft could handle delaying it again. It is just one of their very few first-party titles.
Yeah, another one that's been on the boil for a very long time.
Yeah.
I don't think people would be too surprised if it never saw the light of day, but...
Right, it's either not going to come out ever or it's going to come out next year, I think.
Yeah. Because there was that trailer that is like Richard Ayoade in it.
Yes.
Oh, I'm a little fairy or something.
I'm the narrator of this, of
that's
Fable.
right, I'm the narrator.
Yeah. Follow me, travel man, to the world of Fable. Finally got into the right mode. It's also my David Mitchell impression.
I was about to say.
They sound very similar. They really do. There's a great interview that Richard does with David Letterman.
Oh, yeah?
From a couple of months ago. He's very self-deprecating.
Oh.
Why? You're David Letterman. Why are you talking to me?
Oh, the Brits love it, don't they?
They fucking love it. But yeah, I really liked the first couple of Fable games. I just wanted to come out. End of story.
I just got distracted because I was thinking Peep Show is like an FPS.
That's fair.
First-person sitcom.
Oh, brother. Oh, brother. I need to pick up some ammo. I'm low on health.
That riff about what is a second person, that is totally the sort of thing that would be in Mark's head.
Absolutely. Oh, God. So pumped to do my Richard Iwadi impression when we review Fable. One of the other Nintendo games on the slate, not dated as far as I'm aware, is the next Yoshi game.
Yeah, I don't know what to feel about this one. Need to see a little more of it. Not immediately grabbed by it. I think Yoshi in the Mysterious Book is a really weak name.
Yeah, it's like Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
Yeah. I'm not quite clear on what you're doing in it.
Yeah.
I wish they would make just a banger Yoshi platformer. That's
not a kids one.
Not a kids one that it has that sort of style from Yoshi's Island.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. There was enough weirdly interesting little mechanical stuff in the trailer for this where you're like finding enemies and recording. You're like trying to find different examples of all the enemies and then be able to recall their powers and stuff to help you through. Seems like it could be kind of neat.
Yeah, a bit more leaning into the puzzle platformer nature of Yoshi, which has always been there, but it has been very simplistic. And more about like, isn't this a fun art style?
I gotta say, when I was playing Galaxy 2, I was thinking about how crazy it is in the mainline Mario games, how little they deploy Yoshi in those games.
Yeah.
He obviously Mario World, his first time he appears, and then you can ride him in Sunshine, you can ride him in Galaxy 2, and that's it. In Wonder, he is a character that babies can play as that doesn't take damage.
Yes.
Which is very annoying that you can't just play as him in a normal mode.
Yeah.
And
I want to be Blue Yoshi.
Yeah. It then means that you don't have levels where you like find him and getting him in Galaxy 2 and riding him around is so fucking good. And that got me thinking like, why are there so few Mario platformers where you're riding Yoshi when he is one of the fucking great characters?
Seriously, he was teased at the end of the movie. He's going to be in Galaxy, the movie, which, is that coming out next year?
Yeah,
this
April
year?
Something, yeah, school holidays.
I didn't write that down for my preview of media. But yeah, I completely agree. It's so weird because it's a fun mechanic to have in a Mario game.
Yeah.
And maybe the next 3D Mario.
Hopefully. Everyone loves playing him in Mario Kart. And, they're always putting these games out. They're they're fine. I don't know. I think he deserves a lot better.
Yes, I agree. Justice for Yoshi.
Someone who's had plenty of media devoted to them. And this year will be no different. We're getting a Wolverine video game.
Yes.
We saw a little first trailer for it recently after having that tease 4 years ago, maybe longer.
Yeah. This is by the studio that did the Spider-Man games.
Yep.
Yeah. The gameplay looks fucking awesome. It reminds me a lot of the Batman Arkham games, which had that, very simple but really satisfying combat mechanic of the bang bang counter. Bang bang counter.
Yeah.
That's what I call it.
It looks violent as hell.
Yes.
It looks more like a kind of Uncharted-y, quite linear adventure, which is, I think, a good mode for Insomniac to get into to give it a point of difference from the Spider-Man games. And I don't think that Wolverine really lends himself to traversal in the same way that Spider-Man does.
He's a short man. He's a short king like us.
Yeah.
He doesn't have webs. He can't fucking jump over shit.
Does he ride a motorbike in the comics or movie?
I think so,
I guess you could have ways of him getting around the city. But I would much rather them do, a different, more contained level kind of thing for this. This will be huge, I reckon.
Absolutely.
I'm really looking forward to playing this.
Wolverine voiced in the English version, at least, by an Aussie, continuing the legacy of Hugh Jackman. This looks cool. I was not as big a fan of the Spider games as most people, I guess. They're very beloved. I've just never liked Spider-Man as a hero.
Mm-hmm.
Wolverine,
what about as a guy?
You mean Peter Parker?
Yeah.
Also, no.
Okay.
And not particularly taken with Tom Holland as Spider-Man.
Fair.
But Wolverine is the Batman of Marvel.
Yep.
I love the comics. I've read a lot of the Logan ones, the post-apocalyptic series, all of that shit I really like, and pumped for this.
Yeah, this will be fun.
And Aussie, oi, oi, oi.
Yes. And Also, this is dated. This is coming out in April.
Yeah, I think bloody Game Rant or whatever didn't update their list. Because, we also have had the demo come out for Pragmata.
Yeah.
Which you fucking frothed over.
I did.
Just a few weeks ago.
Fucking pumped for this.
Yeah.
Keen for the demo to come out on... I played it on the Steam Deck, which is probably not the best place for it, but it came out while I was away. I should fire it up on the actual PC, and I'm keen for it to... I'm actually going to play... I'm going to play the demo on every platform so that I can see which is going to be... If it's running good on Switch 2, I'd be tempted to be able to have it portable.
I think because it's coming... It's not a platform exclusive, is it? I think this will be a PS5 for me.
Yeah.
This will be a couch. This will be couch action for me. But yeah, it looks awesome visually. Just fucking love that weird sci-fi style. And then that hacking mechanic in combat.
It's cool.
It's a great way to differentiate it from, so many other games that look similar.
Yeah.
Which we also commented on.
Could be a huge year for Capcom if these both successes.
Yeah, and there's like a Monster Hunter Stories game coming out on Switch 2 as well. But yes, a really, really enticing slate of games.
Yeah.
And like we said, there's going to be a shit ton more that we don't even know about. Really looking forward to this year in video games.
Yeah, I'm pumped. That is us done for this week.
Yes.
That is our 2026 preview. Thank you for joining us. Get onto the Patreon.
Absolutely.
Support the show. Get a bonus episode every week where we talk movies and TV shows, and we do a deep dive extra bonus thing every month as well.
Yes. They usually tie into something, whether it's like a new game release or a movie franchise. There'll probably be a bunch of stuff we'll do this year that is tied into those games we've just talked about.
Yep.
So if you think that'll be fun, get on the Patreon, get on the tier that allows you to listen to the bonus episodes, get the special zone, get into the Discord, get ad-free episodes. It's it's value for money, and it keeps the lights on here at this studio.
Yes.
And also our houses.
Absolutely. Well said.
And if we missed anything that has maybe been announced in the interim or just stuff that you're keen for, let us know. Let us know what games you're keen for that either weren't on the list or ones that were on the list. Let us know.
Yeah, we'll do a follow-up next week with anything we didn't pick up. Thank you, everyone. That is going to do us for this week. We'll see you next time at the end of we'll see you next time. Here on Filthy Casuals, as we say here at the end of every episode.
Can we start 2026 over again?
I was going to say something about the painter looking in the blinds.